Alphino. An uncertain future. Alphino wishes to share the latest developments in the search for the missing scions. Oh. Fortuitous timing as always, Kat. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Real and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamen helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Laminsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Real, she crept aboard the ship bound for Radzat Han, where she had been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found. And in Pearl Lane, of all places, Real thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still have no clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Menphilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlayan scholar, one of the students of Baldician, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Kat, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. Because Tataru takes care of business, chat. Yes, she do. Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, sir. I will proceed. Oh, shit.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir, then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Hot damn, that was a lot. Hi, Lucia. I know little of the lands these dragons call home, the Annex Shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. Oh. I hope that was Lucia. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Kat and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Kat. Where did Y'shtola go? So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to Annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idyllshire. Okay, there we go. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Kat. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Someone just shattered their shins behind me. Poor Tataru. He cut off Tataru so rudely. Are you ready then? Good. So am I. It really doesn't. Look at that. Alpha now. Breaking the habit. The cycle. Alphino is ready to escort Lucio to Annex Shrine. The path is long, but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather and the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Alright. Let's go to Tailfeather and shake that tail thing. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting a sail to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them. Oh, the panda just crawled up on my shoulder during the scene! And for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the impeccable Lady Iceheart. Implacable. Yes, she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in a common cause. At our side, she fought in service to the greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino. Yet, who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you will follow me. This red panda's so fucking cute. Okay, anyway. Oh. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Assail. Does she know? But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed our kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thoradin and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Assail. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Assail once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. I like how she's like, I know we old. I know we wait forever. You'll get it soon. Oh, shit. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the older dragons. Other dragons. Oop. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlene. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even with such grave matters remained unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year-old war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Don't jinx us. Alright. Another time, another place. I know that, Pikachu! Alphino is eager to set out for Charlene. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola in Idleshire. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! Cat, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Eimeric's proposal to Restveger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Chilean guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Okay. I guess we waiting. This is a long-ass wait. The one in the back. Wait, what? Oh. Hi! Another Lala fell for us.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
What the fuck was that look, Alphino? What was that? What did that mean? Are you okay, sir? Okay. Kryle, by the way. Not Krele, as Fender likes to say. Okay, anyway.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Oh my god, the sass look on her face, though. So good.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Get fucked.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Aw, I love Kryl. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on a way or something? Little do you know. Little does she know, chat. In the eye of the beholder, the prospect of meeting the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Kryl thinking. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. I don't know, Kryl and Ishtola kind of have similar voices for me. Fuck. Now we go inside the cave. My bad. I was premature in getting in the cave, chat. Sorry. Oh shit.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Both.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
She says it so matter-of-factly.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the scions of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Wait here.
Damn.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
That was a long-ass cutscene.
Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
I hope.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Are we free? We're free! Where I find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in this wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Are they good? A little artist? This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. What, you don't remember why you're good at drawing? I propose we split into 2 pairs. Ishtal and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Kat and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothus Voth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Okay. Let's go, Kryl. He certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Oh, that's why he did it! Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. I love Kryl. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. No, ain't seen him around, sorry. I heard stepdad? What's it you've got there, Sketch? I think that was his voice. Quiet. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell at a bleeding ball. The bell. Interesting. I've not heard that term. Sound like your man? Yes. A Huron man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Here you go. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. And this was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, you see. That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Carrying an axe? That doesn't sound like our man. Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found. Okay. What? Okay. Oh. Look at my buff arms. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar, though none chanced to see the man's face. His height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Same. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of its kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not simply go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name's day. It is a scene I shall never forget. She will take it. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kryl, quite right. Oh my god. Bonk Alpha no. Bonk Alpha no. A little slow, a little late. Why is Ravana there? Alpha no would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothus Voth. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Okay, I think the Vath are going to kill my voice. So we'll do the Vath and stop there. Storyteller. Oh, Jesus.
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lothas Vath. What do you seek this day?
We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings.
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey.
No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? And you are quite certain it is this man?
There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Samal, last and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended to his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now?
Gone to Lothas Noth, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana has returned. Vidofnir did say that the Noth had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, and we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Noth claim him as a sacrifice.
Oh, this is why the beast tribes kill my voice. Trying to get off. Thank you. MSQ. He stole everything. Yeah, he steals everything. But my dad doesn't want to hear it. So, because my dad gets all of his information from who? Elon, who's obviously never going to tell you the truth. So, nothing I can do about it. I can tell him the truth. Will he listen to it? Probably not. I did tell him, but the problem is I didn't know a lot of the information. Cussing. Oh yeah, we're going to go save Thancred. Or find Thancred.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
It's probably Thancred. Did he just fucking beat Ravana on his own? Oh. 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 Oh, this isn't Thancred. Oh, we're both getting the headache. This is not Thancred.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
Okay, who is voice acting this black-robed Ascian? Because I worry for your throat.
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
They're limit breaking! It's only limit break 2. You don't have 8 people. My immersion.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea.
Oh, they all had a headache.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have
She doesn't
care.
really want me.
The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Reign of Death? Rude. I will fight you for touching Ishtola. Cryo! What was that face? That's Thancred. Those are rogue knives. Hey, Thancred. Oh, he looks so ominous. I feel like I should fight him, but okay. Thancred, you do you. I'm fine. It's fine.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
This hits a bit differently.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Kryl not giving a fuck. Oh, look at his little ponytail. Hi, Thancred.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Hey, it's okay. I'll take Thancred's outfit, but someone else can take Thancred for themselves. Quinn will be that sacrifice, I bet. Hi, Thancred. Oh, shit.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray.
Yeah.
'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Aww. That was cute, actually.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would have women all together.
This is prime censorship, chat, just for you. My eyes. Hey, it's covered. You're fine. There's a nutkin in the way. Oh my god, this is so good. Convenient nutkin is convenient. Oh my god.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
The nutkin is still perfectly in place! Why is the squirrel following him?
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
It me. Hi.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
Yeah.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Well, they had the headache with us, so I would just assume they had the Echo Alphino, but okay. I don't think anything else shares the headaches like that. At least not to our current knowledge. Convenient nutkin! That's a good clip, thank you. Dreams of the Lost. Alphino is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. Ooh. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walked a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states of promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalimo found Kat. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally, gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould simply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us naught. There is far too much we do not know. I said that weird. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmerich's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall make my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Menphilia. Wait, Menphilia is missing. I thought she escaped with Kat. I shall explain everything on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Shit, Thancred don't know. Okay. Oh. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it is not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who has been summoned by the Nath, has been again laid low. Truly? Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take the credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. He was talking about Isael. Then you accept Sir Emmerich's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey into Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Isael. Would that you were here to see it. Aww. I'm not crying. I'm just sweating from my eyeballs. I'm fine.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
A knife! Shit! Somebody use heal! Kira!
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Can we just talk about how fast his son moved to get that guy? Let's fucking go! Convict him of everything! He deserves anything he gets. Alpha, now what's going on? Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. You don't know yet? Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, apply directly to the forehead, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks, and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time we will find Ida and Papalimo and Memphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory. one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure as one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to be the very hilt. Can we go and see my husband, Jesus? I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Ah! Husband! Are you okay? Distracted. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Yeah, with a knife. Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? Oh my god, I can't remember. The healers. I can't remember how to pronounce that. You guys have told me 1,000 times. I can't remember. Tell me he will make a full recovery. Oh, thank fuck. But the Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial have not had... Oh my god. But had Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassins struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they stabbed the fiend before... Subdued. I wish they stabbed. They subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. Would have been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seemed like 2 more would stud up. I'm trying. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. She's got a Scottish accent. I can't be Scottish, so I'm trying to do something. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Our husband will be okay. Good. I mean, I already knew that, but good! Against the dying of the light, Lucia would begin the hunt for the arsonists without delay. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Ishtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Cat and me get the pillars. Oh, and they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue strike in a pose over there be joining us? Or does she like him? Or does she hate him? It could go either way. Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. Hands off! Hilda's mine. Can't touch her. Anyway. I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a scion, eh? And here I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Still can't tell if Hilda likes him or not. Oh, shit. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbys. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye. The infamous Lord Emanelaine de Forton, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Kat. Wait, I thought Hilda said it. I didn't say it. Wait, what? Wait. He'll be at the Cozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. Of course he is. So let's go and see him. Give me Hilda's voice actress back. Grizzled I will accept, but old. Fucking being called old, Thancred. Alright. I don't remember his voice. It was like whiny.
Well, if it isn't Kat, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplin is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, and from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplin. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. No, I'm good. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists.
That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I should suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplin, Kat, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Get fucked, Thancred. Alright. A vault priest. Oh, it's a cutscene. You look snooty. Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica? Halone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we are not sure if we should come. We were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Fox News. Don't believe him. Do you require succor as well, sir? I actually fought the king. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Did I not correct him? What the hell is wrong with me? I could win in a fight against him. He's old and feeble. I am young and strong.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. And it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. I feel like I remember her. Unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do.
I glare at the church. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raimon's Cathedral, and another near the Tribunal. For our mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthless, efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course. Who's sending me mail? Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alpha No will doubtless have an opinion. Oh shit. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Kat. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, goddammit. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? I am a victim, you imbecile, look at me! Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn, of how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you. But then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you Rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's Bullocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. There you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. She's gonna kick his ass.
That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess?
Well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk.
And if our captive had called your bluff?
Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough.
Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have but at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed.
Alright. Call people out on their shit. Hearing Kat say bollocks. I had to. It was written. Hey, Lucia. Oh, shit.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another.
I don't remember Toriel's voice. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander.
Ah, Lord Toriel. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present.
I am. He bid me bring a salve.
This salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord.
In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more.
My lord Atoriel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Fair? Neither. Jeez. Well, Lucia does not hold her tongue, and I love it. As goes light, so goes darkness. Oh, who's a little... I'm gonna cry. As goes light, so goes darkness. Lucia is not one to rest on her laurels. Oh. I almost lauded.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
He's okay. A little wounded, a little scratched up, but he's fine.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
Oh, look, it's that priest bitch.
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
My man taking charge.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands.
You don't even ever say anything!
I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atoriel. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. All right. All right. Listen well. We will enter the basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordan the Seventh. Might the same be true for the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seize control of the vault, I think it is highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artorial, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Imric. My brother will not falter. My arm. I can read. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Halone as my witness. We will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. I honestly don't remember this. Rescue the hostages. Alright. Imric the Blue, Artorial Ironbone, and Thancred. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. I'm a healer, so like about that. Can I not? Thank you. Oh, and Ishtola. Okay. We got a whole party here. And Alpha No. Holy shit. Who said there? So we got a black mage, we got a rogue, we got a scholar-ish, and we got a tonk. I think, is he a paladin? He's one-handed though. Do I interact with them? Oh, someone else does. Oh, Imric did. Bless you. You're welcome. You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard. Simonard? Sir Simonard. So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they've surrounded the Alarum. I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go. Oh, so we get in thinner ranks as we go. Okay. Alphino's stuck on the wall. My heal is like doing nothing. Okay. Oh, they're following. Secure the hostages, Cat. The hostage. Leave the others to us. Okay.
Down with you!
That was loud, Imric. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna leave the others to them. Fuck you up. Okay, well I can't do anything with you right now. Let's get this bard. Let's get this black mage. This tonk. We did it. I just realized we're getting the wind-up Portia font from going back into the vault. Is it over? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are. Let none escape. Oops. Okay. Keep going. I will hold them here. Okay. Not alone, you won't. Cat, stay with Sir Imric and Lord Artorial. This way, Cat, to the choir. Choir? That you spell it that way. That's interesting. I'm gonna put a expected benefit on you. I don't know if there's shit. I can't heal him. Just a chonky life. Excuse me, buddy. Please do not attack me. I'll fuck you up. Oh my Imric, could you command us some more in that voice? Hell yeah. Nat's got a point. Dun, 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 dun. Cussing. Oh shit. Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and a kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights, and we shall show the hostages the same mercy you showed the archbishop. Bitch was a primal. Bitch was a goddamn primal, okay? Oh shit. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive by the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Artorial, Cat, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simonard. Okay. Hi, Dungeoneer. Hello, hello. Da 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 da. O Halone, render to us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked. Come then, let us see whom the Fury favors. Sir Emmerich is still wounded, Cat. If we do not move quickly, he will surely fall. Where am I moving? Not that way. Okay, this way. I failed this the first time I did it, actually. Fun fact. Couldn't find the last hostage. Raise up the righteous fuck. Or like the last hostage got hurt. I don't remember. Someone gifted me a sub yesterday. Yeah. Yes, they did. Heck yes. Okay. Oh, I need to do the bonds. Alright. There must be others nearby, but where? I don't know. Let's go. I'm gonna see if there's one over here. Traitor, kinslinger, by what sorcery do ye yet stand? Okay, well I see something going on over there. Okay, at least these connect. Awesome. Rest of you are awesome too. Yay! It's so lovely. Okay, here's another one. Oopie? Hostages rescued 2 of 6, and bonds untied 2 of 3. So this is the last bonds. I see no others nearby. Come, Cat. Emmerich needs our help. Wait. I missed a hostage. What? What? Chat. What? Where's the last hostage? Well, I guess fuck that hostage in particular. Maybe it's up by him. Maybe he is the hostage. Well done. Now let us finish this, sir, before the eyes of God and all men. Can I heal him? Kind of. Jesus, he is chonky.
This knight does not yield!
He is chonky. My heals feel like they do nothing. Oh, Simon Art is the... Okay, wait, no. He's the toughest one, so I'm gonna get all the others first. Get him. Yes. Okay, just Simon Ard left. Why not? I think this is the last fight anyway. One day I swear you will. Where's the last? Are they up here? Oh, okay. I think that's what happened. I was like, where the fuck is the last rescue or hostage? And so I like ran around and then Imric died. Fury be praised. He took Melee. You must hurry. The priest took Melee upstairs when he saw you kill his men. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. Oh shit.
Where is he? Where is he?
Come no closer!
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
That is a face. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
What? But I...
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Fucking Vidofnir speaks English. Why are some not speaking English and something?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Aww.
Thou art welcome, child.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
Can we just talk about how Daddy Forton carries his cane when he walks and only uses it when he stands? I don't know if it's because they didn't want to animate him using a cane, but it's fascinating. Anyway.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Wow.
Lord Edmund.
That's quite the honor. I'm not gonna cry. What was that look from Artorial? Edmund has style in class. He uses the cane like an armchair. It's probably just an animating thing they don't want to do. He might only need it sometimes depending on how he's feeling and carries it with him so he's prepared. That's possible too. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbored doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortaunt Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Kat. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? I mean, he doesn't quite seem himself. Could be depression, who knows. Can't put it into words, but... So you sense it too. A subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate aether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey, and when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then. I should be on my way. Kryl may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Oh, Baron is the fuck awake. Oh, shit.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
I don't think it's specifically Haurchefant's. Haurchefant's had the tear in it. I think it's just saying, you're part of the family.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
Is this a quote from Haurchefant? A knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him.
Oh.
I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well? Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For Father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
You okay, Bo? Manalaine doesn't look okay.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
I meant to say bro, but like the R did not come across well, so I said Bo.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the Memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward, as goes light, so goes darkness. Sure. Hi, Urianger. This is thy proof. The Gurren oracles. Krypha. Sir, please, spare me. I don't know who this is. The truth, it is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Oh shit, it's Elidibus. Oh, or it could have been him too. This is Elidibus. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. Archon? The Garleans were no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. A little Brea? God damn it. Who the fuck's that? Oh. I know those boots. Did anyone else in chat catch whose boots those were?
Well, everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody.
I get we're avoiding her face. Why is it just a boob shot? Oh my god. By Ralger, it had to be better. Or better be. It had better be. That shot was a choice.
We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one.
so it goes. TOS! So that feels like it was one section. That feels like the end of 3.1.